I'll get straight to the point. I live on the east side of an old looking apartment complex on the 7th floor. There is an elevator which I normally take on the daily. However, a few days ago there was a notice on the door saying that it is out of service. My hands were full of grocery bags and a backpack that felt like it was full of bricks and weighed a ton. So I was quite disappointed having to take the stairs. Oh well, I just told myself, making my way towards the stairs and taking a deep breath. I kept walking up, each step exhausting me more and more. After a while of walking up the stairs, I noticed that the number plates on each platform wouldn't go any higher than 3. It almost seemed as though I was stuck on the 3rd story of the complex. Oh, whatever, I brushed it off and kept making my way upwards. Then, suddenly, my eyes got a glimpse of something to my right. A shadow of something humanoid that ran on all fours from one entrance to another. All I could feel in that moment was shivers crawling up my spine as I picked up the pace to get away from whatever may be lurking there in the dark. Floor 4. I've been walking for what seemed like hours. The lights would flicker occasionally. I'd hear faint whispering and screeching from behind me, but I wouldn't dare to turn around. I just kept going. Out of nowhere, a warm breeze that almost seemed like a breath touched my nape. I stopped. I couldn't move. I could feel my muscles stiffening, restricting me even from blinking. That is when I knew fear had swallowed me. All I could do was standing still, repeatedly praying that whatever was behind me would disappear. That's when I heard it. This time it wasn't behind me, but above me. I felt a drop of something wet fall onto my forehead, accompanied with a demonic sounding noise that sounded like it came from the very pits of hell itself. Scared, thinking of all the possible explanations to what could have been. A broken pipe, a sprinkler, anything. I just decided to slowly tilt my head upwards. The second I looked up, my eyes met with the creature that was looming above me. Its pale complexion and distorted face that barely looked like a face, to be completely honest, taking on the form of a very malnourished human. Yet it looked so eerie. It was gripping to the sides of the staircase hall walls with its elongated limbs, sinking its nails into them, staring right back at me, taunting me as seconds passed. Its mouth is something that still haunts me, seemingly torn apart to form a grim smile, with yellow, sharp teeth that were covered in a red liquid, which I'm guessing was blood. Then I realized it had been following me around the whole time I was here. The blood pooling in its mouth was the blood from its victim before me. Now I was next. The only thing its eyes gave off was the feeling of intense hunger, as if it hadn't eaten a single thing for weeks. It was starving, and I was next on its menu. That's when I sprinted, dropped everything and ran. I'm not that good at getting away in situations. However, I didn't feel as my hip bone dislocated due to the speed I was running at. I ran down as fast as I could down the stairs, hoping that I could get away. I could hear the screeching and disturbing sounds coming from the thing that was now chasing me down the staircase. To say that I was terrified would be an understatement. I had never felt such fear fill my body. I have never felt so scared in my life. In those moments, I really thought I wasn't going to make it. But then I saw the complex building door open and my elderly neighbor walk in. I ran to embrace her, frantically trying to explain the situation as she tried to assure me that I was just deprived of sleep. I wasn't. I know that what happened was real. After that encounter with whatever that thing was, I decided to move in with my friend. That day, I spent the night in a neighboring complex and the next morning went to pick up my things from the apartment with a friend. No way I was going alone. I don't know what I saw or what it wanted from me, but I will never be taking the staircase again.